really just dated anybody or like involved myself with anyone. It really shows me how much I did not have any self-love back then. Hey guys, it's India. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be, girl, about my celibacy journey, okay? But before we jump into today's video, definitely be sure you hit that subscribe button down below, girl, okay? Join the fam. Let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. Okay, so as you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about my celibacy journey today. Now, girl, where do we want to begin? Okay, let's rewind a little bit to my spiritual awakening. I feel like in every video I'm like, let's rewind to the spiritual awakening. Let's rewind to the spiritual awakening. But like, we really do need to rewind to that. So if you guys have not seen that video, you can definitely go check it out after you watch this one to get, you know, all the tea on what happened on that spiritual awakening journey, girl, and how I even got to that point. But when I got to that point, basically in short, I was leaving a relationship with a karmic partner. I ended the relationship. He quickly phased out of my life, and 2.5 years, here we are. Okay, so in this journey, in this time frame that I have been on this spiritual journey, I have been celibate the whole time. So it has been 2.5 years, like in May of 2024, it'll be 3 years. So, I mean, honestly, it's been great. It's been great. And I wouldn't say that it's been intentional or unintentional. It has not been intentional in the way that I would like I didn't make like an announcement to myself, like, okay, we're going to be celibate. We're going to start this celibacy journey. Like, no, it just so happened that during this whole time I've been on this journey, I've basically been in like hermit mode, right? I haven't been dating. I haven't been talking to, having conversations with anybody, really, let alone a man. So yeah, like not at all. When I ended that relationship, that was the end. And I knew that the next man that I wanted to be involved with was gonna be my soulmate. Like there was gonna be no more of just this entertaining these people just to be entertaining them. Like, you can keep that. I'm good. Like, I'm done with it. So I knew that when I was starting this journey that it was gonna be like a lot of inner work, a lot of self-love type of work, a lot of mindset work, reprogramming my subconscious mind, being more positive, and just like really starting to just like love myself, honestly and truly. And that's what the journey has been. When you start this spiritual journey and you start learning about energy and like the exchange of energy and like the chakras in your body and how all of that can be affected through the partner and through the people that are around you, when you start learning about all of that, you start looking at sex a little differently. You start kind of being like, you know, there's a lot more to it than just the physical, right? The actual energy exchange that you experience during sex is astronomical, okay? Whatever that person is dealing with, they are literally putting it in you and vice versa. Right? So when you have that type of energy exchange, if you feel tired after sex, or you feel like drained, that other person is taking all of your good energy and they're taking all of their bad and they're pushing it into you. Plain and simple. I know it seems like, because I feel like when you really just have to understand that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are energy first. And so when you start looking at that type of energy exchange and you're looking at the person that you're allowing to enter your vessel, you might want to rethink it. Like based on what that person is going through. If that person is depressed, if that person is suffering from anxiety, if that person is having sex with multiple other people that are not you, if that person is, girl, just it's all of it. What they're eating, what they're drinking, what they're smoking, whatever they are doing in their life, the type of experience that they are having, if they are not on a healing journey and you are, it's time to cut them off. Because they're going to stay in that same low vibration where they are and you are elevating. It doesn't align anymore. It just doesn't align anymore. And that's cool. Like, it doesn't have to. The energy exchange that you experience during sex, it's a lot, right? And so you really have to pay attention to that. And when you start thinking about the energy centers in your body, your sacral chakra, if you don't know anything about chakras, chakras are just the energy centers in your body. You have the root at the very bottom, which is like, if you're suffering from like anxiety, depression, thoughts of like ending your life or stuff, go watch my previous video. Okay, so you can hear about that. But when you move up, you move into the sacral chakra, and those are your sexual organs, right? And when that is off balance, yeast infections, bacterial vaginosis, STDs, STIs, HPV, all the things, heavy periods, overflowing periods, heavy bleeding, a lot of cramps. Okay, you can't take it when your cycle comes. You don't even know how you're gonna make it through the night. All of that, when all that kind of stuff is happening to you, it's off balance. And I know that may seem like, what does having sex, what does any of that have to do with those symptoms? It's because the energy center is off balance. Okay, I am literally sitting here telling you this from personal experience. All of these things I've experienced in my lifetime. All of them. You want to know how I'm doing today? No heavy bleeding, barely any cramps, light periods. Need I go on? Like, I'm dead ass. I am so serious. Like, these things, they want to make you believe that everything is physical, that it's all because you are physically doing these things. There's more to it. If you start having sex with a man who's having sex with other people, you're probably gonna get a yeast infection or some bacterial vaginosis, or you might get an STD, or you might experience all of these negative symptoms because your body is literally trying to tell you, please stop. Please stop. We don't want to do this. Like, I'm so serious, you guys. And y'all may say, okay, well, it's easy to say now because you're on a celibacy journey. You're not even having sex. So obviously you can't contract any of those things. Let me explain this to you. This celibacy journey is necessary if you are ready to stop just dating, just hanging around multiple people who you really don't have a lot of interest in. Y'all just hanging out, going on dates here or there, y'all text, y'all whatever, but it's nothing too deep. You're not too deeply involved. If you're happy with that, by all means, keep doing what you're doing, but still don't be having sex with these men because, babes, no. Just no, okay? They don't deserve it. They literally do not deserve it. What have they done for you? What have they done for you? Like, they do not deserve your body. They just don't. If you're ready to elevate from that, then you need to stop just dating, just to be dating, just talking to people, just to be talking to people. Why are you giving out your energy? Why? They don't deserve your energy. We have to stop just giving out our energy just to be giving it out. Like, for what? Now, me personally, it's never been my thing. So I really can only speak from my point of view, right? It's never been my thing to date multiple people, to talk to multiple people. I don't have the energy for it, and I don't enjoy it. It's not fun to me. I don't want to go on a date with this man, a date with the other man, a date with this one. I don't want this one to be texting me good morning and this one texting me good night. I've never been into it. It's not my thing, right? But there is a healthy way to do it if that's something that you enjoy. But if you're ready to get to the point where you're just like, no, I'm really ready to just meet my soulmate and live happily ever after, you probably need to go on a celibacy journey. You probably need to stop dating. You probably need to just kind of like withdraw from other people's energy and get in tune with your own. Get in tune with your own energy, right? This is what a celibacy journey is going to do for you. It's going to allow you to think clearly and to be focused on yourself. Now, when I say celibacy journey, I literally mean no sex of any kind. But if you really want to take it to the next level, no dating of any kind. No conversing. No talking. No talking to anybody. I keep saying like man, but if you're a lesbian, you know, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whoever you're interested in, don't communicate with them. Like, really just withdraw and really just get in tune with yourself. Your soulmate lives on the vibration of love. So if you don't love yourself, how are you going to meet your soulmate? So you honestly have to take the time. Celibacy, like, it will just make you, it will make you think clearly. It will make you have time for you and to focus on you and your own healing journey. Now, if you're somebody who has a really high sex drive and you don't know how you're going to make it through, just take it step by step, right? Literally just like, just decide that this is something that I want to do for me, and you just got to have the willpower to do it. That's it. Soul ties are a real thing. They're a real thing. When you are exchanging energy with somebody, especially through sex, right? Energy, I know I already mentioned, the energy exchange is crazy, right? If, like I said, if you're feeling low, if you're feeling depressed after, if you're just like, you're just tired, you're worn out, like after it, it's probably because it wasn't the best energy exchange. And the person that you are having sex with probably didn't, you know, put some energy in you that is not the best, right? And so when you get out of that situation, you'll probably be able to see more clearly, like, oh yeah, like I definitely see how that could have been done. But every time you do that, you're connecting a cord. The cord is getting stronger and stronger every time. Every time. First it was a little thin string. Now it's a big ass wired rope. Like, when I'm just saying, like, based on like how strong the energy is as you keep exchanging it with this person who is no good for you. So you'll probably need to do a cord cutting. If you don't know how to do a cord cutting, there are a lot of videos on YouTube that can teach you how to do a cord cutting. You can do it physically, where you're like the candles, you tie like the string, like you cut it, you know, say whatever you want to say over the candles, all that kind of stuff. You can also just do a visualization where you're just like in a meditative state and you literally just visualize yourself cutting the cord between you and this person. I've done the visualization technique, and I've done it a few times for the same person, my karmic partner, right? To really just make sure that energetic cord was cut, because we want to move on and we want to separate. That lesson is over. It's no need for me to go back there for anything. Like, it's done. Okay, I graduated. I passed the class. Okay, so if you have to do a cord cutting, you can look on YouTube literally for plenty of cord cutting techniques, but be sure you do that when you're on this celibacy journey, if you're making a conscious decision. See, for me, let's back up a little bit. Let me just say about myself, right? I have been someone who has, okay, I'm trying to think, like, how do I even want to word this? Because I always like to give y'all a little bit of my own journey and like my own things that I've been through, because I'm speaking from experience. I'm talking about things that I've been through, things that I've done, and I went through all of these things so I could then sit here and share it with you on these videos, right? So I have only been really seriously involved with 2 men in my life. One of them was my very first boyfriend, which I did not get my very first boyfriend until I was 21 years old, when I was in college. It was a long distance relationship. We went to 2 different colleges and we met on Instagram, but we were both in the same state. Our schools were maybe like about 3 hours away from each other, right? But it was long distance. We would see each other a few times we would talk every day, but see each other a few times over that like 1.5, 2 years that we dated, right? After that, there was like a little break, and then I met my karmic partner, and I was entangled with him in a situationship for about 3.5 years, okay? All the other men who were involved in my life around that time were nothing but, we're just talking. We're just talking, we're just hanging out, we just text. I go to your dorm, you come to mine, whatever, right? Nothing serious at all, right? So you go through these experiences and you just start realizing, when you look back and you're on your spiritual journey, you're like, none of those men deserved anything that I gave them, right? They didn't deserve anything that I gave them. Like, looking at the things that I've tolerated, the men that I was involved with, none of y'all did shit for me. Nothing. I just feel like, wow, I really just dated anybody or like involved myself with anyone. It really shows me how much I did not have any self-love back then. low self-esteem, low confidence, just, it's giving very much in the dirt. I'm laughing about it now. It's not funny. It's actually sad that I would allow myself to experience those things. But at the end of the day, it was all a part of my journey, and it got me to where I am today, to where I am on this self-love journey, and my self-esteem is much better. My self-confidence is much higher. I do love myself much, much, much more than I did back then. So it's just like when you start to recognize those things and you start to really value yourself, when you start to value yourself, start to realize that you are worthy of an amazing life. You are worthy of whatever life you want to live. Whatever it is that you want, you can have it. And when you start to realize those things and you start putting yourself first and start really showing yourself love and start doing the things that you want to do, things that you enjoy, you start creating an amazing, beautiful life for yourself, you understand your value and you accept less. You tolerate less. You set boundaries, because when you start setting boundaries, people will start dropping out of your life. Easily. Easily. You don't know how to get rid of people, start setting boundaries. And when people think people want to cross the boundary, or you're looking at the way people are reacting to your new boundaries, that's just a message right there for you to just go ahead on and cut them off. Just snip, snip. Like, seriously. So I know this video was about like my celibacy journey, but my celibacy journey was not intentional. It just so happened that I wasn't dating anyone, haven't been dating anyone over this time period of my spiritual awakening, and it was necessary for me to not be involved with anyone so that I could actually focus on myself and my own healing journey. And even if you consciously make a decision to go on a celibacy journey, there will be benefit. You will begin to understand more about yourself because you will have more time to focus on yourself. I literally think, like, before I started this spiritual journey, I used to be like, I'm literally thinking back to before I started my spiritual awakening, like, what were my thoughts? What did I used to think about? Like, what did I used to be focused on? What did I used to do? And it's like all my thoughts, everything that I used to think about, I feel like was related to my karmic partner. Like, my focus was on him, what he was doing, etc., etc., etc. Like, I feel like all of my thoughts were revolved around him. And it's like, please. Like, oh my gosh, I promise you, your life will get better. Consider a celibacy. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Like, you literally don't have to. You can still be on a healing journey, a self-love journey, and still, be out there, having sex with people, but try to be more discerning, right? Try to be more cognizant of who you're exchanging energy with, and try to do it with someone who is also on a healing journey, or who is also just, on self-improvement journey, focus on bettering themselves. Somebody who has good, high vibrational energy, okay? Not just these other men, girl. These other men, oh my gosh, I don't even want to get into it. But yeah, just like, try to pay more attention to who you're giving your energy to. That's the most important thing. Even if you decide celibacy is not right for you, just pay more attention to who you are exchanging energy to, and cleanse yourself spiritually. Like, cleanse your energy. Get some sage, bring some good vibes in with some Palo Santo. Okay, cleanse that energy, cleanse yourself, cleanse him, cleanse the room, cleanse the bed, all of that, right? And then also make sure that you are protecting yourself as well, physically. Okay, so yeah, those are basically the things that I wanted to talk about in today's video. I feel like it was kind of all over the place. I don't know what exactly I'm going to title this, but hopefully something that I shared today was valuable and helps you guys out as you were on either your celibacy journey and or your spiritual journey, etc. So yeah, girl, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out some of my other videos. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram at spiritualbaddie555, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.